From this despicable father who tried to cover up for his daughter after a drunk driving crash.
Yeah, go in the house.
No, we're investigating a crash. Stop. Stop.
Go in the house.
Uh-huh.
Said her car was down the street somewhere.
Okay, I don't believe that.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
It's fine.
Is that your house right there?
It is right here. She looks intoxicated.
Was she?
She looks intoxicated. Walk over there. All right.
So at this time, you are going to be placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
Dagmaria Abdul, an overzealous father who was willing to take the fall for his son Tyler, who tragically ended the life of 23-year-old Nathaniel Swedan in a hit and run.
Got a leg here, and then he's got his brain is completely out of his head. I don't know how much of his face is there, to be honest.
The person came out of nowhere and just, like, everything happened so fast.
Who drives it normally?
Tyler.
Okay. And what about tonight? Who was driving it tonight?
Tyler.
We're under arrest for filing a false report and providing a false statement in the investigation.
Here are shocking moments when awful dads realize that they've been caught covering for their evil kids. Starting with the couple who were caught attempting to hide their 34-year-old son, who had an outstanding felony warrant.
Is that home? We just need to speak with him. Do you know where he's at?
No. I'm going to sit down the end of the street all day long. If I see him leave here, I'm going to come back and I'm going to arrest you and your wife as well for harboring a felon. Okay?
He's here.
Oh, hey, bro.
Went from he's at his girlfriend's to let me see if he's here, right?
You guys know how long the warrant's been active for?
On October the 2nd, 2023, officers responded to a residence to execute a felony warrant for 34-year-old Jeffrey, who had been on the run for over 2 years after fleeing a traffic stop for driving with a suspended license. After an extensive search spanning more than 2 years, the officers were about to uncover, under shocking circumstances, that Jeffrey's ability to remain hidden may not have been possible without some assistance.
Hello, is Jeff here? Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Is Jeffrey here?
No. Ready for
Is that home? We just need to speak with him. Do you know where he's at?
No.
Does he live here?
He stays here sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't know where he's living now?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we just need to speak with him, but you don't know where his girlfriend lives right now?
You got a card or something?
Yeah.
I'm asleep.
Sorry, actually I'm out of cards. But if you just tell him to give us a call at the sheriff's office, we just need to speak with us, no big deal.
Okay.
All right, thanks. Have a good day. And he said he stays here sometimes.
Hey, how are you, sir? Hey, so this is Jeff's vehicle.
Yeah,
How did he get to his girlfriend's?
I have no idea, but I know that's not running very well. I think the brakes are short.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm going to sit down the end of the street all day long. If I see him leave here, I'm going to come back and I'm going to arrest you and your wife as well for harboring a felon. Okay? Right now he's a felon. Okay? He has a warrant and he's a felon. And the only way the warrant's going to be cleared, okay, is for fleeing law enforcement. Okay, so, yep, really. So if he's here, you guys are harboring a felon and you both will go to jail for harboring a felon. So if he's here, he's just better off just come with us and get it done. He has a bond. He can bond out. So that would be the best. Does that make sense to you? So just have him come out so we can talk to him.
Let me go see this.
Okay.
He's here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I think you like that. Screen, do you like that?
Right. Well, let me see if he's here.
No.
Let me see if he's here.
Oh, hey, bro.
Went from he's at his girlfriend's to let me see if he's here, right?
Yeah. We know he's in there.
Yeah, they're waking him up. He's sleeping, Jeff.
Or he's talking to
Jeff,
the
you need to
mother.
go talk to these guys. Because me and Mom don't want to go to jail.
Or the mom's saying no, no, no. We'll see.
I'm going to stay parked down the street. I got a house better.
Do you see that?
I can see him there. Because he went over, she was standing there, and they stopped and talked face to face for a second or two. So, yeah, they would have already been back by now. They're talking to him. Yeah, you need to get up.
Yeah, if it wasn't, I'd be like, it's not here.
Right.
No.
Can you see?
No.
You can't? You can see the mom in the back?
Every now and then.
I thought I heard a screen door close too.
At this point, the officers were growing increasingly impatient. They had given the couple ample time to drop the act and surrender their wanted son, whom they firmly believed was hiding inside the house.
Hey, where's Jeff?
You have a warrant?
Yeah, we do. He's got a warrant. Yeah, we're with him now. Get him.
Huh?
He's got a warrant. Have Jeff come out. Well, we saw him there. We know Jeff's here.
I know. Well, I'm just asking him.
Yeah. Have Jeff come out.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we already saw he's here.
Where's he at?
He's got a warrant.
Right now, this is not right. I don't have any. What's going on?
We'll get more information.
You guys can't even tell me?
Well, yeah, we'll let you know.
So, you know more than we do. You fled from law
No, I
enforcement.
didn't. No, I did not, sir.
Well, listen, we don't even know the case. The judge wants to see you. That's basically it.
The judge dropped me.
Oh, I got it.
Who was that?
How long is the
Who was
warrant been
that,
active?
Chad?
You guys know how long the warrant's been active for?
Put him out.
Let's back it out.
I got nothing on.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah, no problem.
Switch him.
Not necessary.
All right, have a seat.
I must bring that in the jail. Just throw that away, whatever.
You don't want it? Thanks for telling me. Step right up there. We'll get the cuffs in front for you.
Yeah, thank you. I got 13 broken bones.
Okay. Yeah, he's...
And a punctured lung.
Wow. So what happened?
Some guy hit me head on. I guess he was looking at his cell phone or
Oh,
whatever.
jeez. Where was it at?
Coming off of Veterans in Tampa.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I was on my way home from work.
So did he stop or did he run?
No, he stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, they got him.
Jesus.
But yeah, he ended up breaking 5 of my ribs, puncturing my lung, 5 vertebrae in my back, my shoulder, my chest, my clavicle, my wrists.
How do you say your last name? Just let him know. We'll get these up first. We'll feel a lot better for you.
Yeah. My shoulders are
Let me know how I can be.
okay.
He was charged with fleeing a traffic stop and driving with a suspended license, and was ultimately sentenced to 1 day in jail. While that couple only tried to cover their son's wrongdoing, Doug Cullison decided to take it a notch higher when he teamed up with his son, Nate, to unleash terror on a man for assaulting his wife.
And of course, I think you already have that call probably on your screen. Yeah. Put up in your face, you all right?
I got punched.
Okay, you want rescue? So then she called me back probably about 5 minutes later. Was like, "Hey, he just punched me." He was trying to resist it a little bit, and my son right here, he must have heard too. So he came up and helped put him to the ground.
On September the 14th, 2022, Pueblo, Colorado officers responded to a roadway after receiving a call from a man later identified as 56-year-old Doug Cullison, a volunteer medic with the Pueblo County Sheriff's Office, who claimed that he and his son Nate, a trained amateur mixed martial artist fighter, were restraining a man who had assaulted his wife. The officers arrived, prepared to take charge of the situation, and to commend the caller for not only reporting the situation, but also for holding the suspect down until they got there.
What's going on, guys? So he punched a school teacher over Parkview, and then I was going down the street, had to be my wife over there, and we have a picture from the school secretary, and of course I think you already have that call probably on your screen. Yeah. But I didn't get the searching real well. I'm just getting ready to start.
After placing the suspect, later identified as Alex Monteo, in handcuffs, the officers noticed he had visible injuries on his face and began to question him about them. But what he was about to say next would twist the situation into something they never saw coming.
Put up in your face, you all right?
I got punched.
Okay, you want rescue?
I don't know what I want. My life no more.
Rescue for this male. He's got a fat cheek and some blood coming out of his mouth. Parties here are saying this is the male that punched the teacher at the school. You didn't mean to? Okay.
I didn't mean to, I swear.
Okay, we'll figure it out, dude.
Upon hearing Alex's heartbreaking claims, the officers quickly turned to Doug, a man they had just commended moments earlier, now confronted with a disheartening accusation that was hard to believe.
So what exactly happened, man?
So my wife is a school teacher over there at Parkview. I'm also a part-time guy at the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So just a part-time guy, their SWAT medic.
Okay. So my wife called me. She's like, hey, this guy is, you know, right in front of the building, and we told him to leave. So he started throwing something or punching cars at the front of Parkview. So then she called me back probably about 5 minutes later. Was like, hey, he just punched me. So I'm like, okay, well, go inside. Unless you have kids out front, go inside and, you know, get out of his way. So then I pulled up to the front, and they're like, hey, he just started walking down 9th Street. So I'm like, okay. So I got this my Jeep. So I driving on 9th Street just so I can keep an eye on him. So when we call you guys, hey, this is where this knucklehead is. I went over to the school over here, whatever that school is down here on 9th, and I gave them a heads up to the road crossing folks. It's like, hey, FYI, this guy was acting crazy in front of Parkview, so I just in case he comes down here, and I gave that information to one of the school crossing people.
Okay.
So let me get in front of your body camera so you can get that.
I hear you.
So then I texted one of the school crossing the employees, and I said, hey, in case you see this guy, just be aware. She called me right back and said, hey, he's at 8th and Glendale. So I said, oh, okay, great. Let me come walking down here or driving down here. So I saw him probably at whatever that other, well, yeah, 8th and Glendale. So I saw him at that cross street.
Okay.
So I just pulled up here because I was going to, hey, you know, see where he's going or whatever. So I did try to detain him here just until you guys showed up. And there we go.
So the dude that did it is in the back of that car.
Yeah.
They took him to the ground, and the process taking him to the ground, he said he landed on his face. He's got like a swollen cheek and blood on his mouth. He says that happened from that. He works part-time at DSO. Do you know how he got the blood? Was that already on there?
So he was trying to resist it a little bit, and my son right here, he must have heard too that he came up and helped put him to the ground. So that was from falling to the ground. Yeah. That's all his stuff. So,
including the red backpack?
Yeah, all that. So I did pull that out of his pockets because I didn't know if he had a weapon or anything. So how you doing? So I did pull that out of his pocket initially. Then I was getting ready to do some medical on him just until you showed up, and then showed up. Yeah, so that's the reason I took his backpack off, and I just started going through his pockets right before he got here, just because I don't know weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Does she want to press charges? Do you know, or?
I'd like to think so. Is your wife the one that got assaulted? Yeah. Miss Cullison, I'm sorry. I asked if she wanted medical attention over there. She said no. Her jaw said she was hurting pretty bad. Or it was hurting her pretty bad. So, well, I told her to get checked out just for the report. She didn't want an ambulance, so I told her I'll check up with her tomorrow.
Did she say she wants to press charges? Did you ask for that? Or?
Yeah, no. They wanted him trespassed. Yeah. They wanted him trespassed and definitely a citation. So this is what she told me had happened. She said he was sitting outside the front of the building, charging his phone, attempting to smoke something. She didn't know what. They confronted him. He started spitting on people on their clothing. That's right. Started spitting on their clothing. So once he started spitting on their clothing, they told him to leave. No spit make contact to any skin portions of the body, just all over the clothes. That's when they got into a confrontation with him. He started yelling. He started punching vehicles. He ended up punching his wife in the mouth and causing her pain. She didn't want to go to the hospital. She said her jaw was hurting.
He's clear, but fire's saying either AMR needs transport or we do. He has a bunch of lumps on his head.
A bunch of lumps?
Yeah. From when they took him down, he probably hit his head on the asphalt, I guess.
With this new revelation now surfacing, Doug knew it was only a matter of time before the officers realized how much of an awful father he was, as well as the full extent of the chaos his son had unleashed on Alex. If he didn't speak up now, he just might not be able to shield his son from the consequences that were fast approaching.
I mean, initially it wasn't bad. You kind of wrestling to the ground. I mean, it wasn't bad when he started to resist.
In the end, Doug Cullison and Nate were arrested and charged with third-degree assault, while Alex Monteo also faced the same charge. Doug was definitely one hell of an awful dad, but he was nothing compared to this overprotective father who thought he could cover for his 27-year-old daughter after she crashed into a fence while driving under the influence.
Go in the house.
No, you're not going in the house.
Go in the house.
You are impeding my investigation. If you keep on doing this, you're going to jail.
I looked out the window and
she looks intoxicated?
Yes, so after the investigation done, we'll prove that's intoxication or not.
Alright, so at this time you are going to be placed under arrest for DUI, okay?
On Christmas 2024, Lacey police were dispatched to a residence following reports of a single vehicle hit and run. At the scene, the man whose fence had been struck recounted the incident to the officers, providing a description of the driver and even the make of the car. Armed with that information, the officers began canvassing the neighborhood.
Excuse me, did you see a woman wearing all white?
No.
No?
No.
All right, where are you coming from? Radio 3 Charles 47, I don't know if possible at the address. Wait, ma'am, come here. Have a seat.
Yeah, go in the house.
No, we're investigating a crash. Stop. Stop.
Go in the house.
No, you're not going in the house.
Go in the house.
You are impeding my investigation. If you keep on doing this, you're going in jail. Stop. Radio 3 Charles 47, I'm not with a male father. He's obstructing right now. Okay. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Have a seat on what?
On my push bumper.
On your car?
On my push bumper. Well, we're investigating a crash that just happened down the street over there.
Yes.
And she's matching the description.
Yeah, somebody took her car. We're looking for a car.
She sold to her car.
Somebody
when there
took her
is a
car.
female wearing all white going towards this way.
Am I wearing all white?
Well, from far away, you look like you're wearing all white.
Well, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever. Somebody took her car. We're trying to find her car.
Did you report that stolen?
We just found out about it.
Okay. So how did you guys find out about it?
Somebody called us. Said her car was down the street somewhere.
Okay. I don't believe that.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
It's fine. We better ring a believe.
At this point, the officers realized they were dealing with a ruthless father who was willing to go to any lengths to cover up his daughter's crime. They knew confronting him without solid evidence would be like charging headfirst into a brick wall. So, they devised a plan.
If that person is in cuffs or anything like that, don't let that judge your opinion on whether that is the same individual. Only let me know if that's the same individual, if you know 100% that is the same individual, okay? All right. So real quick, I'm just going to get you in the back car. I'm not going to put you in cuffs or anything. Yep, just hop in, and real quick, I'm just going to bulk you up just so... It's only a short distance. As soon as we get over, I'll let you, okay? Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what she was wearing because...
You can go and take stuff out, you're good. I just wanted to make sure that you're secured a little bit here.
Yeah, because once I looked out the window, that's what I seen looked like a white sweatsuit.
So,
jumpsuit,
she's going to look this way. Is that the same lady?
Yes, it is.
Can you confirm 100% same clothes and everything? 100%. She's the one that got out of the vehicle and ran?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you can go ahead and take a seat. I'll get you back over to the other side.
While one officer focused on gathering solid evidence against the young woman, another remained with the father and daughter, trying to find a way to get them to come clean with the truth.
So, where's her car?
Literally straight down that street. Down 50th.
Down the end of the street?
Yes.
So what's with the car?
What's that?
What happened to her car?
It crashed in someone's backyard. It was a single occupant.
Single occupant of what?
That left the vehicle after it crashed.
Somebody actually saw it crash.
They was in their backyard.
It was in their backyard, but they didn't see the car crash.
They saw the person walk out of the car.
Did they?
Yes. That's why we're gonna have a field trip.
Who did?
The person's backyard. Who owns the backyard? What's that?
Witness IDs are bullshit. They don't hold up in court because they're unreliable. So, most unreliable thing there is.
Okay. Well, she looks intoxicated. So.
Who was?
She looks intoxicated.
Was she?
She looks intoxicated.
She looks intoxicated?
Yes. So after there's investigation done, we'll prove that's intoxication or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Will you look at that car?
No. Don't look at the car. Yeah.
Sir, sir, we are investigating something. Stop impeding. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Walk away. You can talk right there, but you're not impeding our investigation.
I'm not impeding.
Walk over there. All right. Put your hand up. Put your...
nothing in there, buddy.
Radio 3 Charles 4 show 1 detained the male for obstruction.
Mind her up.
You're being detained right now. All you gotta do is walk away and you can stand right there.
I'm standing right here. Man.
No.
Where do you want me to walk?
Over there near a car.
I don't have a car. What are you talking about?
Over there near a car.
Oh, you said your car.
But you choose to obstruct our investigation.
I'm not obstructing anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Have a seat.
Yeah, man. Ouch.
With what?
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 I didn't say anything.
Have a seat in the car.
I'm trying to have a seat. Hands are handcuffed, man.
That's where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, I got no shoes, man. It's hard.
Okay, so put your feet in.
There's a seatbelt blocking me, man.
No, it's not. That's how it's supposed to be.
Okay, yeah, I can't go any further. The seatbelt's blocking me.
Put your feet in.
That's it. That's
No,
I
it's
can't
not.
go any further.
Put your feet in.
Dude, I can't go any further.
If you turn your body, you'll work. Put your feet in.
Yeah, I got. Okay.
Sir.
Yep.
Here's the deal. I can take you to jail for obstruction. I don't want to.
Okay.
I'm gonna take you out of handcuffs.
All right.
You can stand wherever. You can still be in the area, but you can't be talking to your daughter, talking to any officer because we're doing an investigation.
All right.
Are you going to comply with that and you're okay with that?
Sure.
I don't want to take you to jail.
All right.
I understand you're a father and I understand what you're doing, but I've told you many times that we're investigating a DUI crash, right?
How do you know it's a DUI crash, though?
How do I know?
Yeah, how do you know?
I know your daughter's intoxicated.
How do you know she was driving?
We just had a field show up. The person that saw your daughter get out of the vehicle.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna give you out of handcuffs.
That's fine.
And don't interfere, okay?
All right.
Where are you gonna be standing at?
Wherever you want me to stand, man.
With the suspect's father finally out of the way, officers proceeded to conduct a field sobriety test, which eventually confirmed their suspicion.
All right. So at this time, you are going to be placed under arrest for DUI. Okay. Go ahead and just let go of the hand right there. What's your question?
I just want to know my phone and my bike and go
You want your stuff to go with your mom and dad?
Yeah.
You don't want to keep your phone?
Well, I mean,
Is he giving to the mom?
well, can you give my parents my bag? Can I have my phone on me? Thanks.
So you can have your phone, you have your wallet, you pretty much have all that stuff. Do you want any of that?
I mean, I want my phone. I don't know if I need my wallet. It's in my purse.
Okay. So if you just want your phone, that'll work, okay? So let's go ahead and take a step back to my vehicle over there, okay?
Meanwhile, one of the officers had gone over to the scene of the crash, documenting the extent of the damage to property and talking to the homeowner, who was still reeling from the shock of the incident.
Is that your house right there?
It is right here.
Gotcha. No one inside was.
No, we were
Nobody
all
was outside.
asleep.
Yeah, that makes sense considering the time.
Yeah, and I looked out the window and like you did. She came over here and she did something. I don't know if she tried to open something up or what.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I went back inside to grab my phone, she took off running down the.
Gotcha.
But I didn't see. I just seen her. I didn't see anybody else.
In the end, she was charged with DUI as well as hit and run. Unlike other morally bankrupt dads who found a way to subtly cover up for their daredevil kids, meet Dagmaria Ponte and her husband Jorge Rivera, who assaulted a cop just because their attempt to cover for their son failed.
Okay, you are failing kids right here. Lady, do you feel this proud that you are this worthless?
Hey, you don't do that.
On November the 19th, 2024, Volusia Sheriff's Office School Resource Deputy Julia Curtin invited 47-year-old Dagmaria Ponte and her husband, 46-year-old Jorge Rivera, to Deltona Middle School to address their 11-year-old son's behavior after he was caught bullying and shoving another student the previous day. But what was supposed to be a peaceful conversation quickly spiraled into pure disaster.
When this process goes through court, you can explain your side of the story to the judge. It's ultimately going to be up to the judge what is going to happen from here on out.
That's okay. You are failing kids right here. We're not talking about us. Because believe me, if it were about the adults, we can solve this at all different levels.
So
we are talking about a kid that I'm
fully.
Now I'm telling you, I'm talking to you.
Voice at me.
Okay, I am going to do. Guess what? Because I pay you salary. Okay, what happened to you? Okay, why are you so worthless? Do you feel proud that you are this worthless lady? Do you feel this proud that you are this worthless? Shut the up, because I paid your salary. You don't. Okay?
This is gonna.
That's what happened. Look. What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen?
You need to leave.
You are a worthless piece of. Yeah, call back up. No wonder you. No wonder you.
You need to leave.
There's nothing that we can do.
At this point, one thing was undeniable. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. For a second, as the couple left her office, she believed that she finally had the situation under control. But little did she know that she was about to come face to face with the sheer ruthlessness of an aggrieved couple, willing to go to any lengths to shield their cruel son.
But don't worry, we're gonna keep this high.
You need to leave.
You put
your hand in my face one more time. Hey, you don't do that. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back now. That's what you want. Drive me in 1 minute. Put your hands behind your back now.
Dad, please, thank you. Dad.
That's okay, I'm 27.
After placing him in cuffs, she called for backup, which arrived within moments. She was then taken to the hospital with symptoms of a concussion, while the couple was about to face consequences they would not forget anytime soon.
Alright, lean up against the wall for me. Do your initial pat forward. Just face that wall. Yep, just like that. Spread your feet. Put your feet up. It's up to you.
Like you said. Coming to you, going to. I'm simple. Step around to the right. You step on the black mat. It's Officer Gomez right here, okay?
Dagmaria Ponte and Jorge Rivera were both charged with battery on a law enforcement officer, resisting with violence, disruption of a school function, as well as trespassing. Rivera faced additional charges of grand theft and armed robbery and was sentenced to 47 days in jail, while his wife was released on bond. Just when you thought that these awful dads couldn't do anything worse, along comes Narian Abdul, who was caught red-handed trying to cover for his killer son, Tyler Abdul.
I heard a thump and a smash, and then I heard grinding noise.
It's like my light flashed in front of me. I don't know what happened.
And what about tonight? Who was driving it tonight?
Tyler.
You were under arrest for filing a false report and providing a false statement under investigation.
On August the 9th, 2024, officers from a Florida police department received a call reporting a fatal hit-and-run, with the victim described as unresponsive. They rushed to the scene, hoping that the situation wasn't as difficult as it sounded.
Where's the vehicle at?
The vehicle took off towards Circle K. It was a black Hyundai Sonata.
Okay. Yeah, signal 7, THI. Black Hyundai 4-door westbound on Malabar after striking the pedestrian.
Just a black car. A black car.
Did anyone get a tag?
No, he got out of the car. He parked right behind me. He got out of the car. He said, "Are you okay?" And then he got in his car and took off.
Did he hit? Was it the front? Was it the front fender?
He was coming this way, front fender, and he was probably
That car right there.
No, that's a Kia.
You're sure it was a?
It was a Hyundai Sonata. Yep.
Okay,
it was a black Hyundai Sonata.
Was he riding a bicycle?
A scooter. All right, can I get people on the other side of the road? This is a crime scene.
We good to go? We didn't see it happen.
Just hang tight. I gotta get people away from here. Turn around. This is a crime scene. Need you to go that way. Yeah, I got a witness saying confirmed. It was a black Hyundai Sonata. It's likely going to have a headlight out because I have a piece of a headlight right here. They're pulling up, but it's an obvious signal 7. You guys are standing in a crime scene. Did you guys? All right, you guys are standing in a crime scene right now.
Where do you want us to go?
Okay, did you guys witness this?
I came by and that dude stopped me. That guy that was you were just talking to, he just stopped me and asked if I seen the car, so we pulled up, make sure everyone was okay. I didn't like witness it.
We just send them. If I could get them at Natal, come in from the north, shut down Natal. I'll get the 286. Are you coming around to stop? We'll just shut down that Massini. Any traffic through. All right. If you guys didn't see anything, I need you guys out of the area.
All right, cool.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We can't walk past you guys. My house is on the street.
Stay in the grass if you could.
Okay.
Have crime scene. Crime scene. This is a life felony crime scene. Obvious class 4. Yeah, I am. He was struck at a high speed, clearly. Yeah, that's the leg. Yeah, I'm 48.
Are you staying there or you want us to put it
leave it. Yeah, leave it. Yeah. Or shut it down.
That's crazy. What do you guys do?
It's a hit and run with Nate 285. I need you a little bit back. No farther, don't go any farther forward. If you don't have an assignment, let's start canvassing this area, please. Got a leg here, and then he's got his brain is completely out of his head. I don't know how much of his face is there, to be honest.
As the officers continued to recover the scattered debris, the search for the vehicle remained underway. With every passing second, the urgency grew, knowing that the driver was still at large and that another life might still be at stake because of one reckless driver.
Working on THI. Oh, he was on a scooter.
Can you just get his 43? He needs to remain on scene for THI.
I got a suspect vehicle just pulled up by the lead.
Yeah. He was in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Suspect vehicle is in tomorrow.
Yeah, we found the vehicle. Yeah. Down that way. Hey, did you see the suspect?
I know it was a man. He was very close.
I'm 1048. I'm talking to the victim now. Yeah, that's what I meant. Boots. I said victim.
Aftermarket rims.
I think we found him.
Okay.
If I bring you to the vehicle, can you identify the vehicle?
Absolutely.
Hey, I want to bring him to identify at least the vehicle.
Absolutely.
Let's go ahead and go. Here, we're going to get inside my car.
I don't know what else he did, but he just drove back out. We're going to do a show up for at least the vehicle.
Alright, you can come on out. You have your ID. So in summary, now that we can slow down since we got the vehicle, I can actually slow down a little bit because I was more worried about getting descriptions out. What?
Or you guys found him or he stopped?
He pulled back up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I don't know why.
After identifying the vehicle, the driver remained at large. The officers knew that it would be a difficult task to track him down, especially since he had already abandoned the car. With no clear starting point, they decided to revisit the eyewitness's account and piece the story together once more.
Okay, do you still live in Melbourne?
No sir, I actually just moved.
Okay.
Right over here off Frederica.
Not a problem. Because of the severity of the incident, We don't move cars and all that. So since you parked it right after the crash, I'd rather leave it there.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I'll be primary or not on this as the investigator for it, but I know we notified additional traffic homicide investigators.
Okay.
Okay. So you witnessed from start to finish?
Start to finish.
All right, what did you see?
So I pulled up here, got on my phone on Facebook. I was killing a few minutes because my girlfriend was on her way home with my daughter.
Okay.
Looked back down. I saw the guy on I saw a shadow, and that's what prompted me to look up. And I'm like, oh, okay, someone on a scooter. And then not even 20 seconds later, probably where that cruiser is with his lights on, I heard a thump and a smash, and then I heard a grinding noise, and the car pulled right behind me, and that's when I looked up, and the guy was on the sidewalk. I got out, I said, oh my God, and then I heard a lady screaming, call 911. I didn't see her, but I'm assuming she saw it too.
Okay.
He pulled off maybe right here, ran down, asked the guy, bro, are you okay, are you okay? He didn't say anything to me, and he got in his car, peeled out, and took off.
Give me 1 second. So you looked up when you heard and that's when you heard a boom.
Yep, I jumped out of the car because he pulled right here. You can see where his tire tracks were.
Yeah. So he pulled off right where, almost near on park?
Yep, and then he got out, ran down, said, bro, are you okay? He didn't touch him. He turned around, got in his car, and then he took off.
Well, at the time of the crash, did he look like he was going pretty fast?
He was in this lane.
So he was driving the wrong way?
He was driving in the wrong lane.
Okay.
I mean, the guy that was on the scooter he was probably 6 inches from
Hey,
my side
165.
mirror.
Just give me a sec. So when you saw the crash, so you actually saw the crash happen, coming this way. He was wrong way at that time. Did you see before the crash that he was still wrong way?
No, the only thing I could imagine. So like I said, the guy on the scooter was he was probably 6 inches from my side view mirror. He was hugging this side of the road.
Okay.
So I mean, there's only reason to believe that he was driving on the wrong.
And you
side.
saw him before the crash, and the scooter rider before the crash, he was hugging the right side of the road.
Yep, he was on the right-hand side of the road because I almost threw my car in drive because he was swerving. He was coming at my car, and I thought he was going to crash into me. But he went right behind me. I heard, because he hit his brakes after, I'm assuming he made impact. And that's when he got out. He cursed a few times when I walked over, said, bro, are you okay? I said, oh my God, he's not alive. And I was fumbling around trying to call 911. I flagged someone down. I said, listen, this guy just got hit. I'm on the phone with 911, and I just need someone to be here.
How fast do you think he was going?
More than 25, for sure.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
if you had to think...
Closer to 35, 40.
Closer to 35 or 40?
Yeah.
Okay. And he was already on the wrong side of the road. Okay. All right.
After taking down the witness's account, the officers were now ready to put all hands on deck until they tracked down the suspect. But just as they began laying out their plan, someone they least expected showed up.
I got a suspect vehicle just pulled up, I believe. 10-4 Belvedere. Can I get another? Just do me a favor. Sit down right here. Do you have ID on you? 10-4, this is going to be the vehicle. Are you involved? Hey, put up a cone. Very heavy damage. I don't know what else he's hit, but he just drove back to us. Go grab the rest of my cones. I haven't read him anything. I'm not.
It's a switch on the floor. If you open the door, right there on the floor.
Is that the turn off the car?
No, it's a speaker.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
You want me to turn it off?
No, you're good. Just sit right there.
Hello, sir. Are you hurt? No? Okay. I'm gonna grab your wallet, just getting your ID, okay? You don't need an ambulance? Your money's just staying in my hands. I'm not removing it. Just trying to get your driver's license out, okay? You don't need an ambulance or anything? Real quick. Do you mind just coming over here so we're out of the road here? Appreciate you. You already ran him?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. What's your name?
Darian.
Darian?
Darian with an N.
With an N?
Yeah.
So Narian.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not injured. Okay. I gotta read you something, okay? Just because of the situation doesn't mean you're going to jail. It's not like TV, okay? We got a lot of questions we got to get answered, all right? And I think right now you're probably the only one that can even remotely answer them for us, okay? Okay, you want to help answer some questions to help me figure out what's going on tonight?
No, I honestly, I blacked out. I don't even know what happened. Honestly, I just
a lot to process. It's okay.
I freaked out. Like, you know, it's like my life flashed in front of me. I don't know what happened. Like, you know, I don't make decisions like this. I don't know what happened. I know better, you know?
Right. You willing to just answer some questions? First of all, I want to make sure you're not hurt. I don't see any visible injuries. Just your heart's racing? Yeah, it's okay. You willing to answer just a couple questions? I'm not even the primary investigator on this. I just want to understand what happened. So, I'm okay? All right. Were you driving?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you see?
When I was just driving, it's like
yeah, 10-4.
The person came out of nowhere and it just, like, everything happened so fast.
Okay. This is your car?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just kind of like your life flash before your eyes.
Yeah, it's like it just everything just like I don't even know where the person came from. It just happened so fast.
Did he have any lights on his scooter?
I didn't see any lights.
Okay. All right. Which way? What side of the road was he on when you saw him, man? If you need to sit down, man, you can sit down. I understand. You got a lot to process. You need an ambulance? Yeah. Here.
I mean, if they're not here, then
I can call. No, listen. Your health is my primary concern. Okay. Just have a seat on the ground, so I don't want you getting worried.
As the interrogation continued, one question lingered in the air. Why did the man identified as Tyler Abdul show up at the scene to turn himself in? That wasn't something suspects typically did. They usually ran from the consequences of their actions. His bold move raised suspicions, leaving the officers with the growing sense that Narayan might be playing a deeper game.
One of my specialties, and why I'm always on these types of crashes, is impaired driving. So I come out to every traffic crash that has serious injury, and I always ask anyone and everyone to perform some exercises, regardless of if I think they're impaired or not. Okay, so that's one of the specialties I do, so I can at least put in my report, even if I don't suspect impairment, I can say, hey, this is what I did. I do not believe the driver's impaired as a drug recognition expert. You willing to perform a couple exercises? Okay. How's this? We'll do that after the paramedics check you out. I called them back over here. It's worth a check since you mentioned it, okay? The last thing I want is something happening to you, because at the end of the day, your health is my concern despite the circumstance, okay? Do you have his ID still?
Yep.
I'm gonna take that, just so I can fill out the appropriate paperwork. You still willing to go to the hospital, do that blood draw real quick? Alrighty. I'm gonna give you the ride there. If you at any point change your mind, that's fine. I'll bring you back here. I just can't take you home yet, just because of the crash situation, okay? You're not under arrest right now, okay? I want to make that very clear. It's solely on your consent. I appreciate how cooperative you've been with me, all right? All right, we're going to go ahead and walk to my car right here. Our policies...
Turn that off or can?
Right now, it's got to get some scans and photos, so that's what we're waiting on, so it's going to be here for a while. Okay. Our policy does dictate I have to pat search you for weapons and make sure there's nothing. So if you want to just lean up against the car real quick and just put your hands on the car, turn around real quick. It's just our policy, believe it or not. People try to kill us almost every day now, it seems like. So, all right, good. All right, just have a seat, but first for me, do you prefer the AC on cold, warm, or don't matter to you? All right, just because of the bumpiness of the road, I am gonna buckle you in, okay? So, just if you need anything, let me know. I'll have a couple more questions on our way there and when we're there, okay? Can one of you just open up the cone so I don't run them over? Thank you. I can't. I got bad hearing. What was that? I know, man.
My life's goal, mission in life is to preserve life.
Is to preserve and save lives. Well, we'll get you in the car. I'll bring you back there, and I'll see if you have any questions. Okay. Why'd you leave?
It's freaked out, man. It's like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like things finally starting going, you know, okay in life. And, you know, it's like things been so bad for so long. And, you know, things starting to look up. And it's like...
You just freaked out. Your mind blacked out pretty much.
I mean, I'm pretty, you know, I work in a stressful environment. And, you know, I'm used to, and it's just like, I don't know what happened.
Well, we'll get you back there, okay? If you need anything while we're on the way there, please let me know, okay? I can hear you. You're just gonna have to speak up because my right ear is the not so great ear, okay?
After taking Narian back to the crime scene, his account began to unravel against the witness's version of events. In that moment, the officers began to sense foul play, so they figured out an idea that would eventually turn on the light in the room.
Hi.
Officer Moore, call me, please call himself.
Okay.
Is Tyler home?
Yes.
How you doing, man? You Tyler?
Ma'am, are you mom?
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yes.
Preferably somewhere. Can we talk inside or?
Yeah, I want to stay wherever.
Okay, well, let's stay over here then, and that way I can get some information from you. So, we're here about the car that you and I believe it's your husband own. Are you guys married?
Yes.
Okay, what's his name?
Narian. Where is Narian?
He's with us.
Okay.
How do you spell his name again?
Narrian.
And what's your first name?
Andrea.
Andrea? And what's your last name?
Sabdull. Sabdull.
D-U-L-L. Okay. And how old is Tyler?
17.
Okay. And how about the incident of happened tonight? Anything?
I'm trying to figure out, like, where's Narian? I'm calling him. He's not answering. Nothing.
Okay. Yeah. He's fine.
Okay.
There was a crash, and we're trying to determine how and when and where everything happened. Do you remember anything about any damage to the vehicle?
No.
Okay, and then the vehicle we're talking about is the orange, I think it is, Sonata, and it's owned by you and your husband.
Yes.
Who drives it normally?
Tyler.
Okay, and what about tonight? Who was driving it tonight?
Tyler. I think Narian had it also.
Tyler had it when, and Narian took it.
I'm not sure. I got home from work.
What time? More or less.
What time is it now? I don't even know. 10:45. It's like around 7-ish. Around 7-ish.
Okay, so it's around 7 p.m. Who had it?
I'm assuming Tyler had it at 7 p.m.
Okay, and where was he?
At work.
Where's he working?
He usually works at Jamrock.
Okay. What time did you see him or did you know about him after that first?
Not sure about the time.
Okay, how long after 7 p.m. do you imagine it was?
After.
Did you see him or did you talk to him or anything happen?
Not Tyler, no.
Okay, how about your husband?
Yeah, Narian, he was home from work. We got home around the same time.
So he can't home at 7?
No, he was probably a little later than I was. I was here earlier. So maybe around 8-ish.
Okay. So 8 p.m. he arrived?
Yeah.
What car is he driving now?
His silver one.
Okay.
I'm assuming I didn't come out and look out the window. When he got home, I was already upstairs.
Okay. And so when your husband arrived home, Tyler was still at work, I assume, at that time?
Yeah.
And then...
Because usually he gets off around 8-ish.
Your husband?
No,
Tyler. Oh, Tyler, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What time, what happened then? So your husband gets home around 8?
He got home.
Your husband?
Yeah.
Okay.
He went to change his clothes. I don't even know if he changed his clothes. It just happened so soon. And I don't recall anything else after that.
Okay. So, did your husband try calling either of your phones or anything that you're aware of?
I tried to call. I've been trying to call him.
When did you start calling him?
At least an hour now. An hour.
Okay, so around 10 o'clock you started calling
him? That, probably like 9-ish.
Okay. And when did Tyler get home?
He usually gets home like 8:30.
No, when did he get home?
I didn't look at the clock, but usually it's around 8:30.
Okay. And did you see him or did you hear him?
No, I didn't see when he got home.
I mean, did you hear him in the house or did you see him in the house?
No.
Is this somebody?
Yeah.
Who's this?
That's my mom.
Okay. All right. I don't mean to cause your family any more grief. We're still trying to find out.
I understand.
So, how were you aware if Tyler was home? What made you think, or when did you first see him home?
Like, what time? 8:30ish. Like, usually he gets home around 8:30, so it probably was around 8:30 or so.
Okay. And anything going on at the time?
No, I was upstairs when he got home.
Okay. And anything? When did your husband leave then?
It had to be like right after, around the time that Tyler got home.
Was there anything going on between
Not
that time?
I know of, no.
Okay. Did you have occasion to come outside any and
No.
Have to do anything
when
with
I
the
get
car?
home, I'm upstairs. Like,
So
taking a
you're
shower
done.
and, like,
What kind of work do you do?
Nursing.
In a surprising twist, Narayan's wife told the officers everything. It wasn't what they expected. Much like her husband, they assumed her maternal instincts would drive her to protect her son rather than reveal the truth. But they were wrong, and this was only the beginning.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you seem like the type of person that, hi ma'am.
Hi, this is my mom. Grandmother here.
Hi grandma, I don't mean to interrupt you guys. And obviously the rain's about to come, so we're trying to get to the point where we have all the information. What did your husband leave for then?
I'm not sure. When I was upstairs, when I came down, he was gone. So I'm not sure what he left for.
Okay, was there anything of concern, any arguing or anything?
Not that I know. That's why I was calling him, because he didn't say anything. He just left.
Would there have been any reason for him to leave this late? Is there anything you're aware?
Well, we didn't eat yet, so I don't know if he was going to go get food or not. But
well, considering Tyler works at Jamrock, you'd think that'd be a perfect opportunity.
No, I did call Jamrock earlier.
And this is the Jamrock there at Palm Bay West Plaza.
That was going to be there, but they didn't have what we wanted, so we decided not to do that. So we didn't.
Okay,
even do
I understand.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have the option, though, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Is there anything else about tonight that you think was of concern, or anything we need to know about? Because there was a crash involving that car, and we have every reason to believe that the car obviously was involved in something very serious. We're not talking something minor. This isn't a mailbox being taken out or anything. All right. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to the point where we understand. You don't mind if we keep talking to Tyler for a little bit? Yeah. Are you good? All right.
And what does the serious, like, what's going on?
Somebody's dead.
Okay.
And what we're trying, and here's the thing, is a lot of people assume always the worst of the worst. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to at least explain things in the most truthful light possible, because when assumptions are made, that's when bad ideas and bad follow-ups, and that's not what we're about. We want to give the opportunity. We want to give the opportunity for somebody to explain how, or sometimes even more importantly, the why, because a lot of time that's lost in translation. We have every reason to believe that there is an explanation. We need that person to be forthcoming with us, and any bit that puts us closer to the truth is always a good thing. It's never a good thing to not have that truth, and namely because obviously with somebody dead, we have family to explain, and I'd like to be able to explain to everybody else's family why and what.
Understood.
What's that? One thing we do have, ma'am, is we have a phone number that was called 911 from the scene of the crash.
Okay.
And that phone number belongs to Tyler.
Okay.
Any reason why that phone would have dialed 911 from the scene at the time of the crash? And I have to ask you, ma'am, because
no, I didn't call.
You're
if you called 911, let them know what happened. Let them know what happened. If you called 911, what happened, because I wasn't there.
I didn't call. It went by itself because I was sitting on it, and then it called.
Okay, now you do understand the officer just read your son Miranda rights, and your son said he didn't want to talk to us.
No, I was talking to you, so I didn't hear what was going on.
I read him Miranda rights. He's agreed. He's wished to have a lawyer present before we talk to him any further.
It's just when there's reason to believe that somebody was involved in criminal activity. It's just one of the constitutional things that we now have to do because of case law. So.
And what is Narian? Like, what is he doing?
He's talking to the officers at the scene, but he brought the car back to us.
Okay.
But I have more reason to believe that he was not the driver of the car at the time of the crash.
Is he saying he was a driver?
He is.
Okay.
He is. But I have every reason to believe he's not because of the way the phone dialed from the scene. I'm very concerned. And we're going to be forensically looking at the car, and that means not only DNA, which he drives the car normally, but we're also going to be looking at the electronics of the car. It's going to be able to tell us whose phone was attached to it, where it was, when it left from where it was to where it's going to go. So.
At this point, the officers were certain Tyler was the hit-and-run driver. It became crucial to lay out the extent of the forensic investigation they were about to conduct, one that would ultimately uncover whatever Tyler and his father were trying to hide. They hoped that, faced with the inevitability of the evidence, that he would come clean. But in the end, the choice to tell the truth was his alone to make.
Again, like I told you, I just wanted the truth. We want to give him the opportunity, but since he was given or preferred not to talk to us, I'm just going to give you my card and you take into consideration, because again, this is not something minor, this is something serious, and we don't want to miss an opportunity to paint this in the best light possible. We don't, matter of fact, I'm going to write my most direct number. We're not, nobody's saying anybody's a bad person in this whole thing. If mistakes were made and in those mistakes we can at least get to a truth that the family of the people who lost somebody can at least accept that this was not a malicious thing. This wasn't, because I hate to say it, again, like I told you, everybody always thinks the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario in our minds would be that this was intentional, and that would be, I don't think that's fair to assume that. I would prefer hearing it from the person who was involved as to what was going on. It could be everything from a distraction to something wrong. The outside, I mean, there's a lot of ways to explain how this happened. This is the truth, and two, that gives us enough understanding of, okay, this wasn't just a out of control, reckless, dangerous person who wanted to hurt other people and doesn't care and still doesn't care. We like to think that people that are brought right and have futures ahead of them would want to make things right instead of continuing on the wrong path. All right. So, is there any questions you have for us?
This is your direct number?
Well, that's the number to my desk. Okay. So, but if you want to get a hold of me in a pinch, so to speak, if there's a such thing, I'll give you the dispatch number, but understand they are going to first tell you that I'm off duty, but you would have to explain to them that I insisted that when you called, no matter what time, that I'll take the call. So they'll notify me that you've called. All right, so you're going to choose. So this is just a general number if you just have a general question, but if it's something pressing for time, that's the number. So it's option 1, then option 0, put you to dispatch, and you're going to ask for me, Sergeant Bermudez, ID number 30. Okay? All right,
Thank
now?
you.
After speaking with Tyler and his mother, the officers left, knowing the next move was up to them. What happened from that point on would depend entirely on their choices. A few days later, the entire family walked into the police station, ready to do just one thing.
You are under arrest. You are under arrest for leaving or crashing while the driving. This is a homicide. Report crash, driving on the wrong side of the roadway. You are under arrest for filing a false report, providing a false statement under investigation. Okay. So right now we're going to go back here into our booking area.
Let's make sure we don't have anything on us that needs to stay.
Nothing needs to stay with mom for nothing?
No weapons, nothing like that.
Do you have your IDs with you at all?
He's got money in his pocket.
Is there anything you want him to take the money or
just gonna
leave
take
it?
the money. Do you want to leave the money with them? Or?
It's up to you. No problem.
It's fine. If the jail's gonna take it, so it's better if you keep it. It's up to you guys. The county jail will take it in a money machine, so you're better taking it. All right, nothing else?
Any questions, folks that are leaving?
No, sir, no questions.
In the end, Tyler was charged with leaving the scene of an accident involving death and vehicular homicide, while Narian faced charges for providing false information to law enforcement.